If you had all the money in the world, what would you buy? If you're anything like the celebs on our list, you'd spend your money on fast cars, expensive electronics, and $1,000 water bottles. If you think celebs like to waste their money on frivolous purchases, just wait until you see what many of them have purchased with their never-ending flow of cash. If this is your first time visiting our channel, don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. Today we'll be showing you 15 celebs who own ridiculously expensive toys. Want to find out how much Rihanna paid for a pair of headphones? Stay tuned to find out. Lady Gaga. When you want to explore the world of ghosts and goblins, you might want to read a scary story, or you might even do some research about spooky things on the internet. But if you're Lady Gaga, you don't even think twice about spending big bucks to go ghost hunting. It was reported that the pop singer spent $50,000 on an electromagnetic field reader. The device was designed to keep ghosts and spirits away from her while she performed on tour. According to reports, the singer purchased the device back in 2010 for her concert in London. The meter is not a prop that's used in Hollywood movies. It's actually the real deal. It is used by experienced and professional ghost hunters to help them detect paranormal activity wherever they go. So to some, this field reader may sound like a waste of money, but for Gaga, we're sure her purchase was worth every penny. Rihanna. Do you own a pair of headphones? If you're like most people, you probably used the pair that was included in the purchase of your cell phone. There are a number of different headphones on the market that are exceptionally made, and they usually cost a few $100s. But for Rihanna, she can afford to purchase a listening device that costs more than you could ever believe. Back in 2016, the singer posted a picture of herself on Twitter wearing a pair of flashy gold headphones. They were in the shape of a crown and encrusted with Swarovski crystals. Her tweet was posted to promote her album Anti, but the only thing people focused in on were her headphones. Rihanna's fans tracked down on the web and discovered the headphones were designed by luxury brand Dolce & Gabbana. And get this, they cost the singer a whopping $8,895. Paris Hilton. It's no secret Paris Hilton is an animal lover. She treats her pets like they're her babies. She dresses them up in cute clothing, and they get to experience every piece of her lavish lifestyle. In 2009, one of Paris's luxury purchases for her pets made headlines. To make sure her dogs had the perfect place to rest their heads, she had a $325,000 doghouse built on her property. That's more than what some people spend to buy an actual home. The doggy palace is not your typical pet house, though. It has some pretty lavish amenities so her furry friends can live it up in style. The two-story house is 300 square feet in total with a balcony, a crystal chandelier, clay roof tiles, and designer furniture for her animals to lounge and relax on. Justin Bieber. When Justin Bieber was just 17 years old, he splurged on a very expensive purchase that was far from ordinary. The Biebs dropped $100,000 on a Cadillac CTS-V, and he had it customized to resemble a Batmobile. He was frequently pictured driving around town in his tricked-out car. And to make sure his vehicle was the spiffest car on his block, Justin purchased a bunch of upgrades and pricey accessories. He added doors that swung out and a cool bat logo on the grille of the car. As far as the paint, Justin went for a black matte finish. Everywhere he went, he turned heads with his Batmobile, and we definitely understand why. Wouldn't you stop and stare if you saw a flashy car like this driving down the road? We know we would. Kim and Kanye. When it came time to furnish their $20 million Bel Air mansion, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West only wanted the best for their humble abode. With such a pricey home, it was only right that they furnish it with even pricier appliances and fixtures. They spent over $2 million in home renovations, and they bought a bunch of expensive furnishings to go right along with it. But we're not talking about a few $1,000s here. We're talking about close to $1 million. It was reported that for a few of their bathrooms, Kim and Kanye insisted on installing gold-plated toilets only. Can you guess how much these toilets cost? How about $750,000? For this couple, it's pretty obvious that sitting on a lavish luxury throne is worth every single penny. Beyonce and Jay-Z. While some celebs like to splurge on themselves, others like to spend a lot of money to make their children happy. Beyonce and Jay-Z love to spoil their little girl, Blue Ivy, with some of the best things money can buy. At the time Blue was born, there were reports that B and J splurged splurged on more than $1.5 million worth of baby toys, gifts, and furnishings for Blue's room. But the most insanely priced item just so happened to be a custom-made rocking horse. The toy was handmade by a Japanese jeweler, and it was designed using nothing but pure solid gold. It cost the couple a pretty penny too. Reports suggest that Jay-Z paid $600,000 for the rocking horse, and we're sure he didn't even blink an eye when he saw the price tag. Tamara Ecclestone. Tamara Ecclestone is the daughter of Formula One Chief Executive Officer Bernard Ecclestone. To those of you who are unfamiliar with the world of race car driving, this means Bernard is filthy rich. He has a net worth of $3 billion and has no problem sharing his wealth. He has made sure that Tamara and her sister Petra were set for life with their own trust funds. With her fortune, Tamara purchased a home for over $70 million in London, and she made a very extravagant purchase that really raised eyebrows. Can you guess what it was? How about a bathtub that had a price tag of about $1.2 million? But Tamara explained why it was a much-needed purchase for her home. The socialite said the crystal-encrusted tub was worth the price because she spends a lot of time taking baths. Makes sense, right? Madonna. How much do you spend on a bottle of water? If you're like most of us, you probably don't shell out any more than a few bucks here and there. But for Madonna, water is life, and that means she doesn't even think twice about spending a fortune to stay hydrated. Back in 2008, it was reported that Madonna, who practices Kabbalah, spent $10,000 a month on water that has been blessed by Kabbalah rabbis. She also had the water shipped wherever she was in the world so that she could always have a bottle of her special water available no matter where she went. We can't even imagine spending this much money on water alone, but we understand Madonna's reason for wanting to only drink water that has been blessed by the prominent figures in her religion. Brad Pitt. Many celebs are obsessed with buying pricey works of art. These paintings and sculptures are displayed proudly in their homes, but an inexpensive painting picked up from the local store isn't going to get the job done for a celeb. That's why many famous people don't hesitate to pay big bucks to own an artistic masterpiece. Brad Pitt is one celebrity who will pay top dollar for a painting, like the time he fell in love with a work of art by German artist Neo Rock. During a visit to Art Basel in Switzerland, Brad was eyeing a painting that had already been reserved for a museum, but he knew he just had to have the rainbow-colored racetrack painting called Etape. And guess how much he paid for it? Well, according to sources, Brad paid $960,000. If you had the cash, would you ever spend close to $1 million on a piece of art? Chris Brown. We've already seen Justin Bieber's $100,000 Cadillac, but his vehicle has nothing on a car Chris Brown bought back in 2009. Following his terrifying altercation with Rihanna, Chris splurged on a little gift for himself, and by little we mean $1 million present. Chris was seen riding around in a bright red vehicle called a Bugatti Veyron. Can you guess how much it cost? Well, this beautiful car had a price tag of $1.5 million. The flashy vehicle was one of the most expensive cars ever made, and Chris knew he had to get his hands on one of them. To celebrate his brand new purchase, the singer took the car out for a little spin in Miami Beach. We're pretty sure he and his expensive ride stopped traffic everywhere they went. Victoria Beckham. Cell phones are pretty expensive, don't you think? The newer models can cost you more than a few $100s. But when it comes to celebs, spending hundreds of dollars on a phone is nothing. In fact, many celebs don't even think twice about spending thousands of dollars on their favorite electronics. Back in 2011, Victoria Beckham stepped out using a phone that caught everyone's attention. It looked like a typical iPhone, but the design was something no one had ever seen before. That's because Victoria had her cell phone remodeled and custom made by a designer named Stuart Hughes. It was made using 24-karat gold, and it cost the former Spice Girl $33,000. When Victoria debuted her beautiful new cell phone, she proved to the world that talk definitely isn't cheap. Mike Tyson. At the height of his career, Mike Tyson was pulling in more money than he knew what to do with. He made $300 million as he dominated the sport of boxing, and he didn't have a problem sharing his wealth with the ones he loved. It wasn't until he filed for bankruptcy when the public found out what he really blew all of his cash on. During his marriage to his ex-wife, actress Robin Givens, Mike splurged on a bathtub that put Tamara Ecclestone's tub to shame. He reportedly bought Robin a $2 million tub for her birthday. He also continued her birthday celebration by plopping down $410,000 on an extravagant and lavish birthday party. But back to that luxury tub. It cost so much because it was made from 24-karat solid gold. It was later sold at the bargain price of $1.2 million. Daniel Radcliffe. When most 20-somethings move out of their parents' home, they tend to rent affordable rooms or apartments. They also may not have a lot of money to splurge on fancy home furnishings, but celebrities are completely different. Money's no object to them, and they have the ability to purchase whatever their hearts desire. Daniel Radcliffe is one celebrity whose elaborate purchase made headlines. When he was just 22 years old, the Harry Potter star bought a mattress for his bedroom. Can you guess how much it cost? If you said $5,000, try again. If your guess was $10,000, you're getting closer, but you're still way off. If you said $15,000, you're getting even closer. The actual price of his mattress was $17,000 in total. For that price, we really hope the actor's getting the best sleep of his life. Nicolas Cage. When you've had a long and successful career in the entertainment industry, you can enjoy hefty paychecks just like Nicolas Cage. The actor has a few different hobbies that he enjoys, but one of his favorite things to do is to collect comic books. In 1995, he purchased the very first Superman comic ever made. The comic book was worth about $1 million at the time of Nicolas's purchase, but soon thereafter, the unthinkable happened. The comic book came up missing, and the actor reported it stolen to the police department back in the year 2000. But thankfully, in 2011, the comic was found in a storage unit in Southern California. The actor then decided it was a good time to sell the comic and get a return on his investment. He placed it for sale on an online auction, and guess what? It sold for more than $2.1 million. Kylie Jenner. Now that Kylie Jenner has escaped from her big sister's shadows, she has made a name for herself as a makeup guru and a style icon. With her various endorsement deals and her Kylie Cosmetics makeup brand, Kylie has amassed her own fortune. In 2016, it was reported that she had a net worth of $18 million. Kylie's riches allow her to live a pretty amazing lifestyle, and she definitely splurges whenever she gets the opportunity to do so. In 2017, she decided to redecorate her girly and whimsical glam room with some pretty expensive pieces of Barbie artwork. The pieces were created by a very talented artist named Bo Dunn, and Kylie paid $20,000 for 2 huge Barbie canvas prints. The artwork is now displayed and hanging proudly in her Los Angeles pad. Do you think this money was well spent? Which of these ridiculous purchases shocked you the most? Let us know down below in the comment section. And while you're at it, subscribe to our friends at The Trendy to see cool videos for teenagers. Thanks for watching!